Welcome to 2 Minutes with TeeJay. Today I'd like to share something with you on my journey to redesigning my life that really resonated with me. Listening to Tony's Time of Your Life, and Tony was talking about the standard that you set for yourself, and many of us fall into the trap, and I know I did in the past, of trying to be perfect. That was my whole thing. I grew up for the first 38 years of my life truly believing that I was not good enough, and everything was driven by, am I good enough yet? Am I good enough yet? If I can be perfect, will I be good enough yet? In fact, that whole thing inspired me to write a book called Perfection, Permission to be Human, because I saw so many people who would come to me as clients who were beating themselves up, putting themselves down, making themselves feel bad, trying to be perfect. And I so recognised that. And you know what? Perfect's not even possible. So actually, it's way from being the highest standard. It actually is the very lowest standard, because you could never achieve it. So it's like an excuse. And he was talking about, if you do a good job, if you do a really good job, what reward do you get? Do you get a good reward? Actually, no, that's not life. If you do a good job, you kind of get a poor reward, really, don't you? Because that's how life treats you. I know it's not fair, but that's how it is. So if you do an excellent job, why not go for excellence? So you strive for excellence and you play full out and you get an excellent job done. What kind of reward do you get? That's right, you get a good reward. It's like, really? I was excellent and I put all that effort and all that work in and I raised my standard and you're just going to give me a good reward? Well, that's just not fair. And it isn't fair, but that's life. And so many people, when they hit excellence and they only get a good reward, give up. They think, well, it just ain't worth it then. It really isn't worth it. Not realising that if you just went 2 millimetres higher into outstanding is where all the reward is. Just for that little bit more effort, that little bit more value added, that little bit more whatever it is that you need to give will get you the highest reward. Few people go there, which is why when you get there, the reward is massive. The reward is totally out of proportion, totally unfair. But it's the few who do. So what will you set your standards at? Will you go for perfection because you just need a good excuse? Is good enough really good enough for you? Will you aim for excellence and get a good reward? Or will you go that 2 millimetres higher and raise that standard to outstanding? I wonder which it will be for you. I think I know which one it will be for me. So have an outstanding day and I'll see you soon. Bye.